Hi guys, so today we have another black owned business and today we have Calm Care Products. And basically Calm Care Products is, like I said, it's a black owned business and they specialize in butter. So this one is for soothes, softens dry skin. You know the dry skin, I've got this rule, it's called only cream what you can see, but not with this. You got to cream this is what I'm going to be using to cream everything now. So it's got vitamin E, and they also have this one, which is the CBD one, which is all natural products for pain relief. So that's supposed to be really good, natural way to relieve pain. Just put it on there. And then they've given me this cute little bag here. They've got lip balm as well, all natural as well. So all the ingredients are natural. They have, as I said, the body butter, the lip balm, and also very soon they're going to be releasing oil, beard oil, soap and deodorant. So again, support black businesses. This is what we need. I will put the link to their website in the description box. Good packaging. We love packaging. We love good packaging. We need the good packaging and we've got the good packaging. So you know what to do, guys. Hit them up. Support black businesses. Don't just support black businesses. Actually buy from them. It's all very good, well, doing hashtags and everything, but let's actually buy. Okay? Thank you.
That's cool. I got you. You're ready. I feel like you truly came with this song. No, I know what your thing is about. So, I know what your thing is about. No cap, and it's only right because a lot of people are fake on the socials and they're not really in real life. And I think that's what we're missing. There needs to be more platforms like this, but there can't be more people like you.
Chain on the mic. Alright, I'll move the mic.
Is that better? Yeah. I can't ring listening party and go mad because some girl said that my song was shit or whatever. I'm not that kind of person. So even to hear that when people talk the real on certain situations, a lot of people get offended. That's kind of the feedback I'm getting.
It's gonna hit.
It's crazy.
You should be right. That's
I shouldn't be slinging too much, but
Yeah, that's cool.
Hi guys, it's Zeze MILLZ back up here. I've never done that for this bit, but why not? I've got a rapper with me here today, so I thought I'd throw some bars in. Hi guys, it's Zeze MILLZ up in this beep 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 beep. I feel like she'll come with some patois right now. Beep 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 beep. Oh. Okay, so we have Trillary. Do you want me to call you Trillary Banks? What do you want me to call you? T, Hillary? I don't know. What do you want?
Trillary Banks on introduction and then just Trillary.
Okay, so we have Trillary Banks in the building.
Boy.
It's been an interesting couple of, I would say about a good month. I would say 3-4 weeks. You've been going back and forth. One thing I'm really disappointed about is that you did not come with the mask on.
Don't, because I actually was gonna. This is so crazy. Like Zeze read my goddamn mind, and I should have just for bants, and then we would have had loads of trolls under there. Oh fuck it. Yeah.
So I have to ask the question that everybody obviously wants to know. Did you know the bars?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Did I write them? Yes, I did.
So you knew them?
Yeah.
So how come you just had the mask on for effect?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was one of Nolay's biggest things, was that you don't write your own bars, that you didn't know your bars. That's why you had the mask on. How did it all start? Because for me,
to interject, that just gave Nolay a bit more time to write her shit diss track.
Fair. Do you really feel like you won that?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
I'm going to be honest with you, obviously. Nolay's not my favourite person. I wouldn't say Nolay directly won. I just feel like it always seems like Nolay comes harder because she's got a harder spitting voice, if that makes sense.
What? Yeah.
As in,
Don't
like,
lie,
she hits it really, she hits it. Where
she does a whole lot of nothing.
Where I feel like you're a bit more relaxed with your tonality, if that makes sense.
I was sitting like this, 4-4, big like Nolay's nose. Flows on. You get me? It's
do you
think I'm gonna do a whole video? Never.
Do you regret making like references to her nose and stuff like that?
It's big.
Yeah, but I'm not even laughing.
Allow me. Is my mouth not big?
No.
So I can have a big donkey mouth, but she can't have a big nose.
The reason
I know me make it big. I God.
The reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of women, especially black women, we have insecurities when it comes to bigger, like, features that we have been told that are not great.
Yeah.
And so do you, as a black woman, do you not feel as if, you know, making reference to her nose being a bit bigger or whatever, that was a little bit, or is it kind of, when you're going for rap beef, it is what it is?
Anything goes. In rap beef, anything goes. I have big black lips, which I was bullied for many years in school as a little kid. This is war, let's go. Your nose is big, my lips are big, great. I'm still cute. What does that mean?
So can you explain to me how this all started? Because all I know is it just literally came from
Nolay wanting to be relevant. So I've been dropping songs consistently, and this year has probably been my most consistent year, as in I've dropped an EP, and I'd say every month I drop a video, and it's not probably been anything I've ever actually done consistently. So it's just like, I don't get mad, I'm like, I need to go harder, and I know that people are dropping things regularly. Like the whole scene is it's moving quickly. So if I want to be here and talk about I'm this and that and I'm a female MC in the game, I've got to be here keeping up with what's going on.
Right.
So this year I decided that I was going to really be consistent and focus on putting out music and letting people take me in. One of the last videos I done was a song called Shelly Ann. I went to a petrol station in Tottenham and I did the song, and obviously Chip's known for going to petrol stations and kind of getting Shelly. And I thought, I ain't really seen no girls do it yet. Let me go to the petrol station, do my little thing. I found a beat online. It had a Nicki Minaj sample in it. It was just proper sick. It was a bit different to what I normally do. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call this Shelly Ann, go Shell and Shell. That's what I did. Nolay obviously didn't like it. And she did a freestyle some days later, but within close proximity. And she's referencing things that I said in Shelly Ann. Who's this girl talking about? She's the queen of rap and these bitches is my sons. Are you talking about me? No, Nolay. No one wasn't speaking about Nolay. You don't enter my mind when I write. No one was. So have you met Nolay before? No. In our world, it seems like everyone is in like close proximity with each other, but really we're not kind of. No.
Unless you go to a lot of events, you're not really going to bump into people,
exactly.
etc. Did you ever think there was bad blood between you two?
Never.
Oh, okay, right.
Never. That's the weirdest thing to me, because on various interviews, on various like platforms, I've hailed her up before. Right. Like if anyone's gonna ask me like, Raw, who goes hard in the UK, a female? Nolay's name has to get mentioned whether she's relevant now or not, because she is a sick spitter. Whether she can make 6 songs or not, whether she's been relevant in Blue, she hasn't. We can all see that for ourselves. It's not me being bad-minded saying that. It just is what it is. So for little old me now, I'm thinking, instead of empowering the young females coming up, the young black girls doing their thing, carrying this UK female rap thing, or trying to, you want to be out here throwing shade. Nolay throws shade at everybody. I've seen her throw shade at everybody. The same girls that leave comments, yes, the same female rappers, you get corn from Nolay. You just brush it off because you're not bothered about her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, it was just kind of like, that's a bit odd, because I would expect certain people to be showing love, like, yeah, big up Trillary, big up IVD, big up Banks, yo, I see you, shout out whatever. Even aside from what you're doing, I can still shout out someone who's younger than me, like I can shout out someone who's older than me. I've got proof of all these things. I don't say it because it looks good, like, I give credit where credit's due. Do you understand what I'm saying? So obviously, as I was saying, she's done her freestyle. These time I've got people tagging me, you know. This is how direct it is. I've got people tagging me, like, Trill, I swear this Nolay or this girl's talking about you. No one never hopped on it though, apart from Made You Think. Right. Big up Made You Think. So Made You Think posted it. Made You Think posted it, but no one else does, because no one's really bothered about Nolay, Gossip TV, Shade Bro, whatever. They're not really bothered. So I'm getting tagged on her page and tagged on that page, and I'm like, really, auntie? And I've watched it. Weren't that hard either. So I'm like, obviously you're trying to draw me out, innit? Right. Thought about it, because I've got the flannels thing, I've got the Ray and Nephew thing, I've got the back row G thing, and I've got other things I'm not going to speak about. We've got things going on. You know, this is going to just put this in the way and that, and I'm just like, do I really need to? Thought about it. I'm from Leicester. I already feel like I get it a lot more harder than certain other females in the scene. It's not something I'm going to argue over. It's just something I'm telling you on a real tip. So I had to think about it, but then I just thought, you know what? Not having it. That's what I thought, Zeze. I'm like, I'm not having that. Right. And same way, when I seen La Familia under the comments laughing, there was times when La Familia sent for Steph, but I wasn't under the comments laughing or saying anything because I just
So
feel
you just
like...
feel there was like a lack of like not loyalty, but integrity amongst people.
Yeah, it's not even loyalty because me and La Familia, we're not brethren like that. But the fact of the matter is, you've got a ghostwriter, your thing isn't that solid, and you're there laughing when Nolay's getting at me. Like,
So-
I'm a vet at it. I don't care whether you know it or not. You will hold corn.
It's funny because I think a lot of people are not really aware of you. And even though you had all of those stuff going on, even though you're saying Nolay done that to stay relevant or to be relevant, it's kind of like, although you've got all your other stuff going on, people weren't really talking about you until this was happening. That's
It
when you
gets like
that's
that,
when it started circulating on the blogs.
Yeah,
Is
it gets
that
like
not
that.
is that not annoying for you that you're doing all this hard work and the only time people want to like put you on the blogs is when you're doing
It gets like that, but that is how it goes. This is how it works. We don't control certain things. We don't control the blog pages. You're not going to catch me on Instagram or on Twitter saying how these blog pages don't ever post my shit. It's just not that personal. A lot of, like, we follow each other now. They post me from time to time.
Yeah.
It's all mixed up anyway. Shout them out. I don't run a blog page. That's not me. So I just provide the content, whether they want to run with it or not. You'll see in the next 12 months. And so like, I'll be everywhere. It's a follow fashion thing.
You said you're from Leicester and
Correct.
you find it hard. So are you back in between? Because obviously that's again something that Nolay said that, you know, you're sleeping on everyone's couch and stuff like that, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So what is the situation? Are you sleeping on everyone's couch?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
But the thing is, this is another thing that
Yeah,
I
but
don't...
she's acting like she's not been living out her car as well. Like, I have a lot of dirt on Nolay.
But you just choose not to say it.
Well, certain things we're gonna say, but in the war, I didn't have to say too much because
How
Auntie
does it-
Nolay rolled you up. I didn't say much. I can just take
how
the
does
piss
it-
out of you.
I know how it feels when I get dragged, but I would love to know how it feels when there's like a rap beef going on, right? So I guess you're the first person that I've had on the show that has actually had an active one, like go. So how does it work, like the turnaround time? Like, do you give yourself, like, if I don't reply within 48 hours, then that means I've lost you? Or is it, I reply when I want to reply? What is that pressure like? Because obviously the general consensus online is that Nolay outbarred you, you lost that.
Impossible.
So how does that feel though, when the general consensus is that you took an L?
Anyone who knows me before this even came into fruition, I said you'll win on the pity vote every time. How can you win? Because you had a better beat and a better video. What does that mean? Bar for bar, I can honestly say, when Nolay dropped her tune, yeah, I didn't watch it till the next day, let's say like 12 or 1 p.m. because I was already getting my shit ready for her video. Like, everything was getting patterned in it, so I ain't got time for that. I'll listen to it when I can be bothered, because I wasn't that bothered by your first little Insta freestyle, and then I wasn't that bothered by the fact that when I came for you, remember when I did my hotspot freestyle, that was just a few little jabs and a few little strays here and there, laughing me up, boom. I wasn't sending shots like Lady Leisha, but whatever, people like to run with whatever. That wasn't a diss. That was just letting her know, I see you. You lost your buzz in 03, babes. Let's not go there. Do you know what I mean? And then from then, it's 9 p.m. Trillary 7, I'm 9 p.m. You're getting the fans riled up thinking you're sending back. These times you're promoting your single. It's just, you can't make this shit up. 2020 gets 2020.
So yeah, it really does. So explain to me kind of.
I wasn't offended.
Pardon?
Like, when I heard her tune, I wasn't, like, I wanted her to go, I expected her to go harder. I expected so much more.
You said you're from Leicester, so explain to me how, because I was saying to you before we started filming properly, is that you come across quite tough. Like, your exterior is very tough and very just like, it is what it is, fuck you. Even like how you are now, it's kind of like, this is this, that's it. Like, is that really you, or is it kind of like an exterior?
I've got loads of different sides to me, and it just depends. I think when you're in the music thing, you've kind of got to be quite tough, but I literally am how I am. Some people might not be able to kind of take me, but I'm proper blessed, but it's not like, oh, let me come in here and be like this. So
right.
I just am how I am. I don't think,
Have you had issues with that? Like, people misunderstanding you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Does it bother you?
It depends on if you really want to base your life on what people kind of think of you, or
Right.
it's kind of knowing who you are. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm very humble. I know there's a lot of things that I have to learn, and I'm learning every day. And that's why I'm not the big Steph London or whoever. This is why Trillary is still on her journey now, because I feel like I need to know all of these things, so I'm not making the same mistakes that many other females are making. But I feel like I'm the one for the job.
I recently you was on holiday during like quarantine time, lockdown, and you was doing like these videos. They kind of seem like inspirational videos about, you know, young girls, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you know, don't like cover yourself up.
No, not just cover yourself up. There's just levels.
Kind of like have respect for yourself, and the people in the spotlight should know that young girls look up to that, because you're talking about it was people's bodies and people pretending that they've gone gym and they haven't gone gym and all this stuff, and I did think to myself, but you're quite sexual.
Yeah.
So then I thought it was a little bit hypocritical.
Why?
Because it's almost like you're telling the young girls look up to you. You're quite, so if my daughter was looking up to you, you're quite sexual, so she's gonna learn that behavior from you. So I thought it was a little bit like,
no, but if you're a mother, you should be controlling what your kids are watching. Certain things I don't make for young people who are underage. So if I'm making certain songs, I'm talking certain sexual things. I don't have underage people in and around my thing, around my videos, like nothing like that. But then, as a big woman, is it a problem? Can Nicki Minaj not talk about something? Can you know, Lauryn Hill not do a song, maybe a bit more like better, well put, but talking about love or a sexual experience? What is the issue? What I said was, Zeze, when I'm ready, I have my liquor down my rear, I'm a boy, but when you're ready, like there's just levels. Don't be young, don't force it. Don't try and do all of this and think you've got to go and get a BBL and think you've got to put yourself out there and just link any man because he's got followers or because he shots and that. Don't do that. Have some self-love and respect, and then when you're old enough to make the decisions that you're making.
But the girls that are promoting BBLs, maybe they just, their same thing is, well, I'm not here for under 18s.
No, that's fine.
I'm here. Yes, that's what
I'm saying. But no, BBL, I was just saying that the BBLs that look shit, because bare them look shit. That wasn't like, don't have them, don't promote them, but like, it's a bit mad, innit? Like, why is there a bubble around your stomach? It doesn't make sense.
Oh my God. Where, Jesus Christ, where do you actually see yourself in the industry, like in the music industry?
I think I'm the hardest female in the music industry who raps.
Do you mean as like the whole package?
Yeah.
I
feel
mean,
like I have the look, the personality, the bars, and the performance skills. I feel like I'm an all around.
I think you do have a good package. Like, you present yourself well, and you come across with that whole, like, the attitude that I think everyone kind of likes at the moment. But then sometimes I do wonder if there's like a disconnect. Do you get what I mean? Like, I think there's a disconnect of me with people. They look at me and they think, oh, Zeze's a bitch, or she's horrible, or she's this and she's that. And it's like, you know, do you ever think to yourself, I am the full package, so why is it that I'm not as far as I maybe feel like I should be or want to be? Do you think it's because there's a disconnect between you and maybe, do you think women like you?
I feel like they try and find every reason not to.
Right,
but it's been like that from even before music.
Okay, right.
Like, I've had certain issues. I've spoke to other girls as well. Like, I don't know, man. Some people just don't like someone who is beautiful, strong, black,
right,
a woman, and who's sure of herself, and who ain't no idiot, and who ain't got to sleep on sofas if it's not by force.
To be fair, if people have to sleep on sofas, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, by the way. If you're hustling, like if you're a rapper and you got to do this and you got to do that.
The only time I really sleep on a sofa is if the nigga's snoring too loud and I need to go to the sofa to sleep. Like,
I feel like you're really wild in bed. You are, aren't you?
That was just that lick, that tongue lick. That was so pervy.
I feel like you are.
Yeah, but like black and white sex is dead.
Say again. Black and white sex.
Yeah, like.
Oh, just like boring.
Yeah, that's dead.
So what's your like most extravagant trick that you have that you know is gonna be like, yeah, this is gonna done the dance?
I think my most prominent feature would answer that question.
Head game A1.
Pom pom game A1 too.
Fair enough. Swallow or spit?
Never swallow.
Really?
No.
Why?
It's not my thing.
That's a bit childish still.
I don't care.
Do really?
Yeah.
So you get up and walk all the way to the kit to the.
No.
So what do? Just spit it. Where do you spit it out?
Less it.
Why you get
interview part two?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
like,
you just said, don't act like you ain't never not swallowed before and you ain't done that.
No,
you swallow every time.
what? Listen, do you know what it is?
Zeze's
It's because
pinky, you know.
Because I'm very lazy, and the thought of having to get up and like spit it out is really annoys me.
No.
So I just prefer to just like get it over and done with. No, and if I do, it's going in the bin. I spit it in the bin. I'm not putting it. I'm not gonna like spit it back on him. Is that something?
It depends if you're done or not. Like obviously you're not gonna pick it back up, but it's one of them ones. But not every day get up and go all the way to the. You're making it sound like the toilet's
like
2 miles down there. Man's making it feel like it's 2. It all depends, but it's not. Yeah.
You seem to get a little bit flustered there when I was talking. I thought you was quite, liberal when it comes to the whole like sex talk. No.
Well, it's rare that someone on an interview asks you if you spit or swallow. I know what you're on anyway.
Yeah, because we were talking about sex,
I
feel like your lyrics are quite spicy sometimes, and sometimes I saw you talking about sex with Castillo, so I thought why we should talk about sex.
Oh yeah, no,
because I always talk about sex all the time. Yeah. I think as women, we should talk about these things more so that it's not a taboo. Do you get what I mean? Because I can guarantee you the fact that we've had this conversation about this, it's a big old thing where really it's like we're all adults.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not fond on the texture of the smell.
I understand that. So obviously the internet, as we said, it's been blowing up, and obviously one of the big things that were blowing up was you circulating with the whole Dutch thing, you on his roof and everything like that. What was the situation there? Was you two seeing each other? No? Yes? You don't know, because you didn't speak on it. You didn't have anything to say on it. Which I think which I thought was weird because you're usually quite vocal. You're a vocal person.
It's a lot.
So you just decided not to speak on it.
It's a lot. It's not my issue, first of all. From you and your management ain't going to speak about it. What is there to say? There's a picture of me that's obviously been saved to some kind of Snapchat chat or whatever. And I remember, because it was fucking hot. And I was like, right, let me lift up this window and go outside because I love sun. Anytime I see sun, park, whatever, get the cheeks out, slap a bit of coconut oil on, let's have it. So the fact that you're like coming, it's like, oh, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, and then to press save, like, it just shows you that's just whatever kind of person he is.
So have you spoken to him since then?
No. Not really much to say. It's an off-putting situation. The whole situation kind of makes me feel quite sick because, first of all, why you would save that? My name doesn't need to even be affiliated with this whole thing. It's quite like you would never know what I'm doing and whatever. Like I'm a G in these streets. We don't talk about I'm not one of them girls who's going to be baiting up DMs or whatever. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of girls who take pride in that because it keeps them regular on these gossip pages. I don't need to do that. I've known Dutch for a long time, many years.
Yeah.
Like, this, to me, it's so upsetting.
Yeah. I can imagine if you've been...
I could never picture it in a million years. Like, it's like... What can you even say? Like,
do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on social media now because obviously everyone's seen that, then obviously everyone must have been trying to make you speak on something, and how did that feel for you? Because obviously you don't want to look like you're staying silent because you're condoning it or you're protecting him or whatever, but then on the other hand you've had a personal relationship with that person that is now being like dragged. So how was that for you?
It was mad. Cause obviously, the time the video was taken, we did spend like quite a bit of time together, and it's just mad. Like, I know him, I know his management, I know a lot of his people. Like, I'm about in Clapton from time to time. Like, I have relationships with one or two people. He's very talented. We've always kind of got on, and it's sad to even know because I literally I had no idea. I wouldn't even have thought that he would even been speaking to 18 and 17 and 19-year-olds. Like, that wouldn't even cross my mind, just period, outside of the 14-year-old situation or whatever. I would have just thought you might be a bit more like me, where you don't just because you've got a bit of clout. Obviously, he's much more bigger than me. Like, you don't just get in bed with anything. And 100%. Like younger girls, I'm the kind of person, as a woman of a certain age, I say to the man them, like guys who are 25, 26, 27, like don't link that, oh man, not 19. I'm like, no, that's dead. What, like, leave that alone, because at a certain age, you don't have to get gal just because to prove you can get gal. You know what a woman who is 19, you know what kind of substance, more time she's going on with. So even though you might have a mature 19-year-old, what does that mean if you're 26, 27, 28? It doesn't make sense. It's not illegal, but to me, it doesn't make sense. So if my brother told me that he was 26, 27, 25 and he's linking an 18-year-old, I'd be like, nah. Like straight away, nah. I'm get like, there's problems. Like dad, like talk, like no, that can't run. That's a bit pervish. And it's mad that we use them terms because they are grown women. And you have to remember, I'm half Jamaican.
Right.
So we've all been in Jamaica, and women and people who have maybe grew up in Jamaica, we've been 12, 13, 14. Yo, and you've had certain and you're just like, it's not fucking acceptable, Zeze, at all.
No, I agree 100%.
So it's just mad. I feel like, as I said, for me, like, there was a lot going on when that came out also, which meant, like, mentally, the Nolay, I wasn't like, oh my God, she just dropped that diss track and I was so upset. Like, it was nothing like that at all. It was really light work. I was like, what, is this it? Like, okay, cool, no sweat. But then that, I was just like, really? Yeah. And then I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, it's hard to comprehend these things, man. It's just fucked.
What do you want people to know you for? Because like I said, I feel like, again, when all that all happened, your name got brought up again, and again, it wasn't for you bringing out a dope track or whatever. It was because it was to do with something that had nothing to do with your music. Yeah. What do you want people to actually know about you as a person?
I want people to know me for being a strong, black, talented woman who changed the game.
Because I was asking you earlier, do you feel like you're liked within the industry? Do you feel like people support you? Do you feel like, not even to do with the other female rappers or male rappers, just in general, do you feel as if you're accepted in the industry?
Yeah, kind of.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Obviously there's trials and tribulations, but like, people, they know me, they show me love, like big, credible people. Right. So I've met a lot of people. I've met a lot of management, A&Rs, DJs, artists. Like, they show me love, like, not to blow my own trumpet, but like if you see the like people who follow me, like it's 35 people. They don't follow me just because I'm an Insta girl and they're looking a bit of cheeks. Like it's not that. So they follow me because I'm talented and they know that. So
I never really am that interested in anybody's childhood, but for some strange reason I'm quite interested in your childhood, and I don't know why. But something is like keeps saying to me like, what was your childhood like?
Crazy.
Yeah, I got that vibe.
Lester was mad.
I get that vibe from you, and that's why I was saying to you at the beginning, the whole like that bravado thing that with you, which is kind of like, yeah, like, you know, and I don't know, something just kept saying like, I wonder why you. So why?
I've been through a lot of shit in my whole life. I've seen a lot of things.
Right.
I used to spend a lot of time in Jamaica, so I used to do 6 months here, 6 months there, also towards like my mid to late teen years. Leicester was crazy. It's mad because people who live in London, it's just like, oh, you're just from some country place.
Right, yeah.
You get there and then there's a few farmers like, you're on the horse, right, come over that way. Yeah. Like, no, it's just ends, block, drugs, guns, gal, prostitutes. It's fucking brazy, like, it's hood. There's there's places in Leicester I wouldn't live.
Really?
For real. There's certain hoods in London and you go Leicester and it's just all crammed in one and you're just like, bro, wouldn't want to live there. So we was the it girls. Me and my gal used to run the city. Period. You can't fuck with it.
What do you mean run the city? As in?
We was gang members.
Serious? I mean, I'm not surprised. Not in a bad way, but that's what I'm saying. You give off this vibe as
we thank God for growth.
You give off this vibe as in like you've been through like a lot in your life, and now you kind of got to that point in your life where you're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be myself, and anyone that doesn't like me, they can fuck off as well. Yeah. And that's the type of vibe that
I've always been outspoken. Right, I've always been quite an outspoken youth, but like, I don't know, it's not just a lesser thing, it's not just me and my clique, because there was bare girls that used to kind of like run, I don't know, when you was young, you just used to have your girls, you used to have a gang, you used to be rolling around with certain it girls in your circle, and if you was up there, people would want to like be with you lot and roll with you lot, and we was just, in Leicester, we was like infamous. So me and my crew, we were just, no, we had brothers who were about that life, uncles, cousins, we were from the hood.
So when you're spitting about, you're really spitting, as in you've been through this shit.
seen it, been there, done it myself, seen people there leaking, dying, floor, blood, shit. Like we've seen a lot of shit. Look out the window, gone, like it's going off. Like where, like me and my family were kind of based. That was the strip.
Right. Okay.
So when beef's going on, pull up and everyone come there. The ops come, the man them come, 30, 40, 50 man deep. It's going off.
And what was Jamaica like for you then?
That's a hot. That's like Leicester times a million. So
now what would be the ultimate goal for you as Trillary Banks?
To really be able to cross over.
When you say crossover, what do you
globally,
mean? Oh, okay, right.
like musically, like I feel like in the UK there's females that are dope, yeah, but no one's never really took it there and stayed and really been accepted, and I don't know why, because I know I can outbar most of these American girls.
Right.
Like it is what it is. I hear them, some of them are sick, but like bar for bar, I'm just like me, Banks, let's say, you know, Nadia, Leisha, like we can spit like these girls. Like it's not to say that we can't spit like them, because we fucking can, and harder as well. But then is it the image? Is it the sound? Is it the fact that we're just from England? Like what is it? So for me, like it's really important that females, UK females, are actually accepted, respected, loved and supported, because take away music, I feel like females are very hostile. Black women as well, and I'm a black woman. I don't care what shade my skin is. My mum's black, my grandma's black. I come from black women. You understand? In Jamaica, it's a bit more morning, good evening, and rare. But if you know, like I've had to fight gal, and it's a ratchet. Yeah, it gets brazy out there as well. Cause I'm not taking bad up in yard either. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
Furthermore, but then at the same time, it's just like when I'm saying to a woman, you look beautiful. Like yo, you look. Who laid your wig? Who like? It's like who? Me. Oh, thank you. And I'm like, what? I can't pay you a compliment, baby girl.
I just think we're
Just
not
overall.
Yeah, I just think we're not used
But
to
why?
that. Because it's probably, like you said, the environments that we've all grown up in.
Exactly.
And just you seem like you're quite smart when it comes just how the system is, how we've been told that there can only be one of us in that space.
It's
anyway.
part of the problem, Zeze, but we need to fix that. So my argument is, like, I try as much as possible, because I am an artist, I have fans, and I love and support my fans. Black, white, Chinese, Polish, Swedish, you name it, I've got fans from everywhere. Yeah. So for me, it's not even just a colour thing. I can't show more love to, you know, black girls and then push other girls aside. That's not how I work. I show everyone love and support. Of course, I'm black first before anything else. But at the same time, I feel like even aside from music, there's lots of things that we could do different, where we could empower people, like we could empower ourselves more as women. Before we expect everyone else to do it, we must do it within our own circle. And it's not done enough.
But then someone might say to you, then you shouldn't, then what's the, it's rich coming from you because you just had a whole rap beef with Nolay.
Business. Any girl can get it if they want to come again. So what does that mean? I'm anti-women and anti-black women and anti-big. If your ear is big, I got to talk about your big ear them as well.
No, but what I'm saying is, you're saying about the positivity. I agree. I'm saying I think it's healthy. I think it's good.
There's no good without bad.
I agree.
There's no negative without positive.
But a lot of people might say, you know, you're talking about positivity, but then you're cussing features and all this stuff and etc.
Came for me. I came back. You see, back in the day, you could just, what were you looking at? Like dumb shit. You see now, I will never start anything. Right. Like my mom's always taught me, don't trouble pick me, but if somebody put them hand on you box them down here. Because when I come back, it's like, which little pussy idiot did what? You met them, you know, you know how Jamaicans were, what you gonna go back and say, mommy? No. So what did you do there and then, bro? My man's already lit you down now and gone back his business. So my argument is, you see, 9 times out of 10, I don't trouble people, you know. Right, I've been out in clubs Trillary, you know, when people are like there and they're bunksing you and they're just doing extra stuff, and I'm just like, yo, come we go, car. Me and my gal might have to turn shit up in here, you know. And I just don't want to do it. What, to be on Gossip TV when you should be posting my music, but you're posting me and my gal licking down some gal. It doesn't make no sense. So enough times I remove myself from the situation. I'm spiritual. I'm all namaste. I don't need their drama. Like I've been doing it. It's just, when you've come from it, it's just like, we're too big for that now. But at the same time, don't provoke me. Don't do it. Everyone's good. When the lion's sleeping, let the lion just sleep. But when you start doing that, you might run away and just get the wig snatched on the way out.
What's your latest project? Dark Horse? Is that right? The Dark Horse. How did that do? Did you feel like people received it well?
Those who needed to receive it and those who fuck with me received it, and I'm pretty sure in months and years to come there will be people that discover it and fuck with it and take something away from it.
Is that what people say when a lot of people didn't listen to it?
I don't know. I can't talk for anyone else because I'm not here with the charting album. I'm just here doing what I'm doing, innit? But there's a lot of people that without a lot of other stuff, they wouldn't be doing anything more than me, if not what I'm doing anyway. Like maybe not even that.
You're independent, aren't you?
Yes.
So that's sick.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on social media at Trillary Official, Trillary Banks 6 on Twitter. And yeah, Trillary Banks, I'm pretty much the only Trillary Banks, so.
She really is. And
there's loads on Twitter, like American, like just 2 username, because it probably sounds good, but artist-wise.
And what have you got next coming?
Whole lot of smoke.
Oh,
no,
really?
I'm joking.
So you're done with Nolay now, that's all done?
I can't. Zeze, I was so disappointed.
Oh, what, when it happened?
I was just so disappointed in her.
So wait, so are you done with it? Are you done with it?
There's nothing to say. The bad boy piece of information that I know, she already lost, and I didn't even have to speak on it. Unless you want me to speak on it now.
What's this bad boy piece of information then?
Nolay didn't have a car crash 4 years ago. It was made up. That in itself, finding that out.
Okay, so guys.
So I could have said I've known that since, because I'm connected, but I didn't even have to put that out there. I felt bad, even.
Sorry.
But to do that, really, like my uncle, God rest his soul, died in a car. No ratings. Done out here.
Well, guys,
there's nothing. There's no comeback. You're sad, and that's it. But good luck to you.
Okay, guys. So I didn't even know what to say, because
there's nothing to say. What is
well,
there to say?
There isn't anything to say if what you're saying is true. No, there is not. There's nothing to say. But I'm sure now
it's not something I've pulled out of thin air. It is what it is. It's not something I've pulled out of thin air.
I'm sure that there's going to be some sort of comeback from that information that you just released. Obviously, Trilly is still on smoke.
I don't lie about things. If I'm going to talk about it, I'll talk about it. I don't lie. So there's no smoke to come back from me, because I would never lie about anything like that. I don't lie. I'm not a liar. So,
Okay, guys. Well, you have been locked into the Zeze MILLZ show with Trillary. Trillary came with some nice drinks as well, by the way. She says she's not distributing them yet, but they are. She basically poured the whole rum into one bottle.
Big up Ray.
And
big up Ray and his uncle. Big up Uncle Ray. Every time. You love it, Zeze. You can get lit tonight. I know you got some man coming around, little piece later.
I actually haven't. I haven't got anyone coming around.
Really?
Just me and my finger.
I hear you. Lily Allen's got a great vibrator.
Has she?
Great, the womanizer. I'm gonna plug you like you need one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not really a vibrator person.
Neither am I. Straight on the clitoris, boom.
Yeah, because I heard that women, we don't actually have sex until we have clitoral stimulation. You seem like the type of girl that would tell a guy that was shit.
I'll just stop and just say, you can't sit there and you're just there, and it's just like one of them awkward movies. In between.
So when a guy says, "Did you come?" Do you tell them the truth?
There's not that many men that can really make me come. It's the WAP. So a lot of the time they probably think I did, but it wasn't.
Yes, a lot of guys think that because you've got really vagina that you've come, and it's just your pumps is wet.
They get so gassed. They're just like little boys. Like, oh my god, it's so wet. It's like water. I'm like, yeah, nigga, come swim.
You know what to do. Like, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you as well.
It's been a good chat.
You're doing great things.
Thank you. We out.
Bass.